Hello class, in this lesson we're gonna continue on the lines and shapes. The last lesson was about different kind of line, knowing about what line is contour line, what line is implied line or outlines. And this lesson is how we are using of the lines when we are making shapes. You know that difference between line and shape, we talk about this, that the line is open, then when you're making a lines it can be a very open space, but if I'm coming and close this line then it's gonna be a shape. Okay, and now we're gonna work on our shape and using a variety of the line, like a thinner or thicker, darker or lighter, to make our shape more interesting. I have a bell pepper here that I'm using. Remember, each of your drawing that you submit, you need to have the still life that you use, a picture of your still life next to your drawing. So first, remember we are in the first steps of drawing, but still when you're looking of this, you have to just by eyes looking and seeing that the height is taller or more, or the width, and just by eyes you're gonna choose it and make it a very simple shape. We're gonna talk about this again more, but mostly we are making our shape very simple. And I know that we have a round shape in the top. I'm not looking of any of the details now, and I know that this part is the base that we have, and this part is smaller than that part. Then this is the first things that I'm doing. Then I'm gonna just connect both parts, not with a lot of details, and then in this stage I'm gonna add a little detail. You see that I'm not still looking of the variety of lines, I'm just draw whatever that I have. Then I'm gonna make a little of the details that I have here. I'm making everything's a little darker because I want you see it better, but remember that you don't have to do it. Okay, you can just start with the light lines. Still, one more things that I want you be sure that you're doing it. Don't use of charcoal or pencil like for the writing. We are using of this like that, and I'm not put my hands on the my surface. What kind of surface, whatever that I have in the surface, I'm not putting it. Then just try to use of this in that way. And I know that this is the middle part of that. I cannot see everything, so I just can see here, and I have a stick there that it's going to be in this direction. Okay, then almost I have the shape of my bell pepper. Okay, after that you can use of your chamois and get rid of the, just erase the lines that you don't need it here. Okay, and then is that we are looking of the line that we have. Everywhere that you see your line better, then make it darker. Everywhere that you cannot see the lines, make it lighter. Use of implied line frequently, because this is some things that make your drawing unique, you know, the creativity that you're using. You see that I have a very good view of this here, then I'm making it darker. As I'm coming to this part, I'm making it thinner and lighter. Okay, for that part, actually this is the part that I have the green part, I can see it here, but for that part I cannot see it, the line very good. Then I'm making it just darker here that I can see it, and make it lighter and lighter, just, you know, some kind of suggestion for the lines. But if you don't see it, don't make it. Here again I can see it here very good, and so for that part that it's not we cannot see it because of the overlapping, and this line is very lighter than that one. Okay, then again I'm gonna continue with the line that I have a very nice line here that I want to continue. Look at this, that you must use of the some implied line, then some distance between them, but do not cut it. When you want to make a implied line, don't do it like this. Is not nice, this is not beautiful. You have to just gradually make it lighter and fade out, or coming with the lighter to darker area to make it better. Okay, so we are gonna continue with the shape that I have here. Is the, I want to emphasize on this, then I make it darker. I want to see it, but this part I cannot see a lot of this area. Okay, and here again in the top part I can see the line, but it's getting fade out here, and just lighter lines, implied lines, I can use of these to make the shape more interesting. And I'm gonna continue with that. This is the almost contour line that we have here, then adding the more details to it. Okay, everything has to be in line, nothing needs shading. Actually shading is we are not looking of shading here, and if you shade it, I cannot see the lines, how you use of the lines. I can see a shadow here, then I'm gonna make outline of the shadow here. Okay, I have some reflection, then I'm making the reflection that they are darker. I'm making it, no, brighter, I'm sorry, brighter. I'm making them darker. And some of them that they are lighter, then I make it lighter. But you know, some reflection, some things that showing, you know, you're looking of your object, and you can choose some things that show your drawing in more 3D way. Then as much as you're adding the detail to it, it's gonna be more 3D. This all of these details, all of these gonna make it more like a 3D shapes. When you're coming with the details, remember this is the shape. The shape is not flat. It has a round surface. Then if I'm making my reflection here flat, it's gonna make my shape flat. Then just in every object that you're making and you want to make it realistic, follow the shape. When you're making the reflection, when you're making the details, follow the shape that you have. Then don't make it straight when we have a curve here. Okay, so, and remember that a lot of them is coming with the implied line. Then the quality of line is important to make it more interesting. Then some part of this lighter, some part of this darker, some part of this thicker and going to be thinner. Make your drawing more interesting with using of the different thickness and darkness for your drawing. Okay, and even I can catch the shadow of the object here. And remember, shadows is darker and sharper when they are close to our object and getting lighter and with more blurry edges when they're getting just far from our objects. So that's it for today, and enjoy drawing.